My name is Rick Tischaefer. I'm the president of the North Dakota Fur Hunters and Trappers Association. Today we're going to demonstrate a blind set for beaver in a waterway using a 10-inch body grip and trap. As a safety minute, I want to tell you that you should always let someone know where you're going to be at and what time you're going to return. Some of the equipment that you want to carry with you, I use a tile spade to poke the ground ahead of me or poke the river bottom ahead of me so I don't run into any surprises. We're using a 10-inch body grip and trap, a considerably large trap and very strong. Your body grip trap setters never further than arm's length away from you. As far as the trap goes, and this trap is already set, I've attached my safety gripper to it so I don't prevent a misfire and catch a part of my body inside that trap. So while I'm working with it. So we've chosen this waterway. There's some beaver activity. There's beaver dams below us. There's beaver dams above us as far as the current goes. So what we're going to do in this narrow spot within the creek is actually set a body grip and trap on the bottom, and then we're going to place a log across the top. So any beaver swimming back and forth through here will want to tuck itself down and dive underneath the log that we've placed. And in the process of doing that, it's going to actually swim right into our 10-inch body grip and trap. All right, so it's a blind set. There's no bait associated with this. It's just taking advantage of what the beavers do in this travel way. And we're going to force them down to the bottom to swim underneath the log. And that's where our trap is going to be located. We've been scouting on this stretch of creek. We have not found any river otter sign, either scat or tracks or any knowledge that we know of river otters being here, but we're going to extend a little bit of safety precaution to that. When we use a body grip trap in a set like this, we configure the triggers so that they're on the bottom. Our trigger frame and dog is located on the bottom, so this trap is going to be set basically upside down. Our trigger wires they're right within the window, so as the beaver swims through, it's going to fire the trap. The trigger's configured in this fashion and the trap tight to the bottom. If a river otter should use this stretch of the creek, when it dives underneath the log that we're placing, it'll actually go between the log and the trap just by the depth of the water that we have here. So otters are just, what they do is they just tuck under and come right back up. Whereas a beaver, they go right to the bottom and swim through. So that's where our trap's going to be at. And we extend a little bit of courtesy with the trigger wires bent like this. And so if an otter did go down, it would swim through above the trigger wires and not fire the trap. Being a little selective about what we're doing here, just catching beaver and not targeting river otter or getting any incidental catches like that. This is our location. I've placed a couple of stabilizer sticks in place to show you, because you won't be able to see the trap once I get down underneath the surface of the water, but that trap is going to be located right underneath my glove. So I'm going to take my safety wires off, my safety catches off of the trap, because I still have my body grip safety gripper on there. I'm going to go ahead and work underneath the surface of the water, and a lot of that's by feel, so it takes a little bit of experience to work that way, because you're feeling what you're doing and you're not seeing what you're doing. So the trap's going down. The trap frame is resting on the bottom. We'll take one stabilizer stick and place it through the springs on one side, push that into the bottom. Take a stabilizer stick from the other side, place it between the springs, and push that into the bottom. So that body grip and trap is now stabilized. There's enough material there so that the trap doesn't tip over as a beaver swims through it. Okay. So I'm done bedding the trap. I'm going to go ahead and take my safety gripper off. So that trap is ready to go to work. I'm going to take the anchoring cable Use a re-rod here to anchor it. Face the cable downstream. Push that into the bottom solidly. So the trap's anchored. Next thing we're going to do is place our dive stick in, or our log, across the waterway. Just like so. I'm going to add a little bit of debris on this side so that it'll cause the traveling beaver to make sure that they stay within the channel, which they'll naturally do. So that set's ready to go. Again, blind set for beaver using a 10-inch body grip and trap. Good luck on the trap line.